go directly to damonbrown.net. I have the signed paperbacks available, as well as Bring Your Worth mugs and the t-shirt, which isn't available right now because I'm actually wearing a robe, which is the reason why we're actually having the show today. We're having a live Q&A, how to relax. If you're familiar with my work, if you've been watching the show for the past 300, we're approaching 350 episodes over the past 2.5 years. So thank you for the love and support. Then you know most of the stuff that I've achieved, created, done as a business coach, as a speaker on different TED stages, as an entrepreneur twice over, even as a stay-at-home dad for my two kids who are now 10 and 7. None of this would have been possible without some type of rest or relaxation, some type of break. And frankly, it's been a hectic couple of years for me, not only because of the pandemic, which I'm sure a lot of y'all can relate to, and ups and downs. We're approaching 3 years into that, actually more than 3 years at this point. See, my sense of time is off. But also as far as just the amount of dramatic change that the whole world's been going through, whether it's climate change, the DEI initiatives, a lot of them that began, with the trauma related to the trifecta of African Americans who were killed at the hands of the police just over 3 years ago. So it was about May of 2020, Breonna Taylor and so forth. Just been a lot, and a lot of y'all, I know some of y'all are raising your kids, you're taking care of your elderly parents or elders, you're trying to make an impact on the world. Some of y'all coach with me, and you know how hectic it is, particularly if you're in one of the majority minority categories, which I fit into a couple of them. If you're going to be in the game, if you're going to stay in the game, if you're going to make an impact on culture, you have to find a way. Shout out to the Nat ministry. You have to find a way to rest, because a lot of the challenges that we have in our world today, a lot of the systems, they're designed so that we don't rest. Certain aspects of capitalism, definitely some aspects of supremacy. You can pick your supremacy, you pick your poison. A lot of those are built so that those of us that do not fit into certain categories, those of us that are othered, aren't allowed to rest. So again, shout out to Nat Ministry and other folks like that. Me actually having a robe on in the middle of the day and then picking up my kids in an hour or two and actually playing Legos with them and being fully present for them, that in itself is an act of rebellion. And so if you're going to make an impact on the world, as I talked about in my latest independent book, Build From Now, which is, of course, included in the Bring Your Worth collection, if you're going to make an impact on the world, you have to find a way to create solace. Otherwise, you're going to be tired out before the fight even begins. And so with that context, you have to find a way to rest. And that's how you're going to get your energy back up. Today, a lot of the items I'm going to talk about, a lot of things I'm going to talk about are related to ways that I rest and ways that I'm able to recuperate from, different challenging things that I deal with. And I'm sure you deal with too. So let's get into it. First one is the obvious one. It is the robe. I am rocking the Riley 4-layer robe. Shout out to Laura and a few of my other friends. You know who you are, who recommended this robe. I want to say it was about a year ago. Had to be sometime last year. And I was like, look, I'm in a robe since I lived in, well, I did live there, since I was in college. That was a long time ago. You can tell by the grays. And I'm like, I need a grown man robe. Like, I need a robe. And this was recommended by quite a few of my friends. This is actually a 4-layer robe. It feels nice and silky. I was able to get it on a nice discount. I had when I looked up the link to Riley, and I like all their products and I support them. They're a good company. When I went to look up the link so I could share it with y'all, I realized how much of a discount I got on this robe. And so they have really good sales. I think I got this robe for more than 50% off. So the things that I'm highlighting here, you're not required to break the bank. In fact, in some cases, for a lot of us, money is actually a stressor. That doesn't mean that we shouldn't spend money and or take care of ourselves. For me, this is a really simple accoutrement that if I'm having a long day, or I like taking baths, or if I'm taking a nap and I'm just getting up, I'm just getting my day started. And I usually start my day pretty early in the morning so I can get my kids out the door, all these different things. This is like that slight touch that feels good, that allows me to feel centered. Now, I don't think this one's available on Amazon. I think this joint is just available through Riley. I have the link down there. Again, I'm part of their affiliate program, so I get something out of it, but I think you guys also get a discount out of it. So again, I want to be upfront about that. And I think they have some sale going on when I checked on them earlier this week. But you can check it out. I think for new people, I think they end up giving 15 to 20% off if you never bought from there. Take advantage of that. I know I did. Again, I was looking at my old receipts. I was like, wow, there's a good opportunity here. I think this kind of stuff is important because you have to do you as far as what makes you feel good. For me, it's a nice, comfortable robe that just calms me the F down. It's like me walking around in a blanket like I did when I was a toddler. It just calms me down. What are the things that calm you down? I think that's a really important question. And if there's some type of item or there's some type of idea that calms you down, let me know in the comments. I had some tech issues earlier today, so I was not able to get the questions in there. So I'm actually going to put that question in there right now. Thank you for indulging me, as my technology had another another thing that it wanted to do instead. So, when life is like that, it's like, what are you gonna do? Here you go. What calms you down? Is there a particular item? Is there a particular song? What makes you feel good?